Hello everyone, welcome you all to the new playlist on electronic devices and circuits. Lecture 1, Semiconductor Materials. So first let us define what are these semiconductors. Semiconductors are the materials whose conductivity is between a good conductor and that of an insulator. So where do we use these semiconductors? These semiconductors are used to manufacture various kinds of electronic devices such as diodes, transistors and integrated circuits ICs, which are in turn used in communication equipment, signal processing equipment, computers and also in home applications. Next, classification of materials. So based on the ability of conductivity, based on the property of conductivity, the materials are classified into insulators, semiconductors and conductors. So let us discuss the insulator, semiconductor and conductors one by one. So first, insulators. Insulators are very poor conductors of electricity, and the good examples are glass, wood, mica and diamond. So if you see the energy band diagram of insulators, we have the conduction band, valence band, so usually for insulators the valence band would be filled up with electrons, and if you see there is a gap between the conduction band and valence band. This gap is known as energy band gap or forbidden energy gap. It is represented with the letter E0 or Eg. So few textbooks take it as E0 and few others take it as Eg. And usually the energy gap is greater than 5 electron volts, and 1 electron volt is equal to 1.6 into 10 power minus 19 joules. And because in insulators the forbidden gap is large, it becomes impossible for the electrons to jump into the conduction band at normal temperatures. And the resistivity is denoted with the letter rho. Rho is equal to 1 by sigma, which is conductivity. Rho, the resistivity, also can be written as Ra by L. So the units of R, the resistance, ohms, and A, area of cross section, meter square, and L, which is your meters. So the units of resistivity are ohm meters. For example, the mica has the resistivity of 10 power 12 ohm centimeters. So this is about the insulators. And next, semiconductors. So first, defining the semiconductors, the metal which has a conductivity between a conductor and an insulator is called a semiconductor. And usually semiconductors are of single crystal and compound form. Single crystal, we have the silicon and germanium. And coming to the gallium arsenide, these are the compound forms. Gallium arsenide, cadmium sulfide, gallium nitride, gallium arsenide phosphide, GaAsP. And talking about the energy band diagram of semiconductors, look at the diagram. So it is a conduction band and valence band. Now if you see, the forbidden gap in semiconductors is very narrow. Usually it is Eg is approximately equal to 1 electron volt. And if we talk about the resistivity of the materials, for example the silicon and germanium, the silicon is 50 into 10 power 3 ohm centimeter, and the energy gap is 0.75 eV. And coming to the germanium, it is 50 ohm centimeter and the energy band is 1.16 eV. EV stands for electron volt. In such materials, what happens is that the energy provided by the heat at room temperature is sufficient to lift the electrons from the valence band to the conduction band. Because there is a narrow gap between the conduction band and valence band, even a room temperature heat would be sufficient for the electron to jump from VB to CB. Next, conductors. So a metal which is very good carrier of electricity is called conductor, and the examples are copper and aluminium. And going with the energy band diagram, so in the conductors, the gap between the valence band and conduction band, so if you see, there is no forbidden gap. There is no forbidden gap here at all. The conduction band and valence band are overlapped. Therefore, even at the room temperature, a large number of electrons are available for conduction. So what happens is that, therefore, without any additional energy applied, metals because of the large number of free electrons, they will be easily participating in the conduction. Looking at the relation between the resistivity relation between the conductors, semiconductors and insulators. So if you see, the resistivity of semiconductors is less than the insulators, greater than the conductors. And if we talk about the conductivity, it would be inverse of it. So today's session, we have seen the classification of the materials based on the conductivity: insulators, conductors and semiconductors. And also we have studied the energy band diagrams. So the energy band diagram, it will give you the forbidden gap. The forbidden gap for the insulators is huge, and for semiconductors it is very less, and for the conductors there is no forbidden gap at all. Thank you all.